Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Sundays in Cybele. I realize you're all crooked, so let me just there we go. Okay, there we go. So you're not crooked, it's me. So based on the title, I know some of you are wondering what this video is about. And yeah, so let's just get it taken care of right away. It's not clickbait. Let's take care of it right away, and then we'll talk about nicer things, okay? So about 2 weeks ago, I had a biopsy done at my doctor's office, and I have been diagnosed with a uterine sarcoma. So I have uterine cancer. So in about 3 weeks, I will be going in to have a full hysterectomy with everything, including the lymph nodes near my ovaries. Hopefully, we'll be able to leave the other lymph nodes. I don't know how this will affect the channel. So if I skip a couple videos, it's probably because I'm recuperating. I will be off from work for probably 6 weeks while I heal. So who knows what I'm going to do at that time, because I don't know really how, I don't really know how I'm going to feel, and I don't know how I'm going to fill my time. But I'm thinking that this video, that this channel might become more of a sewing channel during the 6 weeks I have off. So we'll see. Let me take a sip of tea. So to all my subscribers who are probably like, oh no, oh my God, here's the good news. That was the bad news. Here's the good news. We caught it really early, or should I say I caught it really early. I'll go into that in a minute. It is incredibly small. There seems to be only one. It's already been biopsied and has been classified as a stage 1 uterine sarcoma. The hysterectomy may take care of the entire problem. I may not even have to have chemo. If they go in and lymph nodes are good and there's no other lumps and they can't find cancer anywhere else, I may not even have to have chemo, which would be great because I'd like to keep my hair. And it'll also speed my recovery. Even if I have to have chemo, just having less cancer obviously will speed my recovery. So let's talk a little bit about uterine cancer. And here's my disclaimer. I'm not a doctor. This is my personal experience, and this is what has happened to me and what I've been working on since I found out that I have this cancer. So, number 1, I had gone to my doctor back in August and said to her, this is going to get graphic, guys, so I'll put a warning somewhere that this might get graphic. I had complained to my doctor that I had some lower abdominal pain, and then I had a discharge that was ranged in color anywhere from like kind of a pinky color to kind of a more rusty color. My doctor, gave her a urine specimen. She said that there was bacteria in my urine. She put me on an antibiotic, and she said that I had a urinary tract infection, which I didn't think I did. I mean, I may have actually had a urinary tract infection, but I don't think I did, for a couple of reasons. I didn't have any of the urgency, the feelings of pain when I actually urinated, so I didn't think I had a urinary tract infection. Previous to going to her, I'd already looked up this particular symptom, the discharge, and knew that this could be a symptom of uterine cancer. So, took the antibiotics, nothing happened. I knew I had to go to the gynecologist, made an appointment with the gynecologist in October. So now we're August to September to October, right? Went to the gynecologist in October, explained it to her. By November, beginning of November, I had a transvaginal ultrasound. Beginning of December, I had a, endometrial biopsy. Was diagnosed a couple days later. Saw the surgeon, who is an oncologist, gynecologist surgeon, specifically deals with, surgeries related to gynecological oncology, so cancers of the female sex organ, female reproductive organs. Had an appointment with her on, when was it? Tuesday of this week, so the 15th of this week. She set me up. If everything goes as planned, I will be having the hysterectomy on March 16th. So, why am I talking about this? Very personal thing, right? The reason I'm talking about this is my second round of cancer. And the thing that I have learned from both rounds of cancer is that in general, as patients, we need to advocate for ourselves. But as women, we need to double that. Medical studies about women are unfortunately too rare. Women's bodies are more complex. There is a bias. Now, I have all female doctors, which I didn't do on purpose. I just somehow ended up with all female doctors. Even my dentist is a woman. When women go to the doctor, more specifically male doctors, very often they are kind of poo-pooed, like, oh, it's all in your head. It's not a big deal. You're overreacting, blah, 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 blah. Which I'm sure there are cases that's true, but it wasn't my case. Now, yes, I'm a little pissed off at my doctor. Gotta be honest. That she didn't catch this when I had, gone on WebMD and I knew that these were symptoms. But regardless of all that, I'm still going to keep seeing her. I do think she's a good doctor. But this is a perfect example of why you need to advocate for yourself. Do I think she was being biased? No. I honestly think that she just thought, just like last time I had cancer, that I'm a healthy person, so why would she be looking for cancer? This is unfortunately the same thing that happened to me last time. We took almost a year to try and find the cancer because I was so healthy. No one was looking for cancer. They just didn't assume. I was too young. I was too healthy. There was no reason to assume I had cancer. In this case, I think there was the same feeling, like, how can lightning strike twice? Now, granted, this second time it's a different kind of cancer. It's actually a completely different kind of cancer. Last time I had a lymphoma type based cancer, which means it's in your blood. It's everywhere in your body. Whereas this time I have a very small, I think it's 5 centimeters. So 5 centimeters, so about that big, just in one side of my uterus. So it's different. It's an encapsulated tumor type of cancer. So my body basically went, hey, there's a cancer cell. Let's gang up on it. And we're going to enclose it with lots of stuff to keep it from getting into the rest of the body, which is great. Thank you, body. Thank you, body, for that. So yeah, unfortunately, in general, but as women, we really need to self-advocate. We really need to push doctors and say, well, what are the side effects of this medication? Or could this be a different diagnosis? Or, if you're told that you have a urinary tract infection and you don't really have any symptoms, and then the one symptom you have doesn't go away, you need to keep pushing. Keep pushing till you get the answer to what is actually going on with you. Because unfortunately, I hear horror stories all the time about people who just took what their doctor said at face value, didn't advocate for themselves, didn't question their doctor, and had things like cancer that were caught way too late. Again, mine was caught early, so I'm doing better than some people. So I don't know how this is going to affect the channel. If you notice that I'm skipping a couple videos, I'm probably resting. I've been told by my friend who had a complete hysterectomy just for another reason, that she was very tired. For the first at least 2 weeks, she was very tired. So we'll see. Now, on that note, let's talk about something nice instead. So I went Friday to Goodwill. I did get some more patterns. I'm not even going to show them to you guys because honestly, they're really modern patterns. They were uncut. It's like couple dress patterns. There was one that was kind of nice that was by Laura Ashley. That's kind of like a flutter sleeve dress, but nothing exciting because they're not vintage. They're not interesting, But I did find fabric, and I'm never one to walk by fabric. So it is this fabric. Can you see it's got kind of almost a linen-y kind of grain. It's a very pretty color. Unfortunately, it's only 2 yards. It feels to me like it is a blend, a cotton linen blend. Not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. My first thought is because it's 2 yards, I can make a really beautiful skirt out of it for summer. I'm thinking like a nice wrap skirt, actually. I love a wrap skirt in the summer and the spring. I actually love skirts in the summer and spring. I just find they're really nice. They're nice and cool. I don't know. And that was about it. So got some more fabric. I have been working on patterns. I'm looking around my sewing room because I can actually see the floor for the first time in what feels like a year, but it's not. It's only the last 2 months maybe. I'm getting patterns up. If anyone's looking for the Etsy store, I changed the name of the Etsy store to Cheap Hussy because someone had commented that they couldn't find it. The link wasn't working. So I thought, well, this will make everything easier. I'm going to be out of work because I'm going to be out of work 6 weeks because I work part-time. I'm not going to be eligible for normal disability, state disability, because I'm a part-time worker. Now, where I work, we have a pool where we give some vacation days for people that get sick and sick days for people that get sick. We did it last year for a woman I work with who has cancer, who actually still hasn't come back. I don't know how she's doing, but last I heard she was doing well. I might do that like YouTube buy me a cup of coffee thing, but honestly, I never started this YouTube channel for money. It was always just kind of like for me to talk to people and help people and whatever, just share stuff. So I haven't decided yet, but we'll see. But until the next video, I would like to say welcome to my new subscribers. I had quite a lot this week. Today's video was not a normal video. Usually we talk about sewing, vintagey stuff, cool stuff I find at thrift stores, obviously patterns. Yeah, kind of whatever. You know, I do talk about being a bus driver, things like that. And so welcome to the new subscribers. Until my next video, like, subscribe, comment. Please don't feel sorry for me. It's a very nice thought, but honestly, I'm doing okay and I'm going to be fine. Trust me, I beat cancer once. I can beat this one now. This one's not even as bad as the first cancer I had, so I'm going to beat this. Don't worry. And yeah, that's all. So until the next video, you stay well, stay warm, and be happy. Oh, by the way, the reason I'm wearing a bathrobe is you may have noticed there's a bunch of YouTubers doing videos where they either make vintage lingerie or show you vintage lingerie. I was entirely too lazy for that, so this is my bathrobe, and we're pretty much, you know, it's 1 PM here in New Jersey, but, you know, whatever. I'm drinking tea and still wearing my bathrobe. So until the next video, stay cool. See ya.